Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am going to harvest herbs today and take care of them so I can make sure I got a supply that's going to last through the winter where I don't need to purchase any of these things from the grocery store. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I like to grow my own food. I think if you've been here before, you know that is one of the big purpose, one of the things that I strive for with my garden. And today we are going to focus on herbs. Has anybody ever bought fresh herbs from the store? Like not dried, but fresh herbs? Y'all, the price is ridiculous. And then to buy dried herbs, those prices are ridiculous as well. So instead of buying that stuff from the grocery store, I am trying my best to produce as much of my own food in my small space in my backyard. Now, I am a suburban gardener. I don't have a farm. I don't have a huge homestead. All I got is my backyard, y'all, in suburbia, America. I'm in zone 6B, which is still plenty of time to grow almost all of your own food. And that does include herbs as well. So today we are going to harvest some herbs. Today it's May, it's early May, and I set this up months ago at this point. I think it was the end of March, 1st of April. So maybe it's been set up a little over a month. And I have a ton of herbs in here that we are going to harvest. We're going to clean them up. And then I'm going to show you how I dry my herbs. There are many different methods, but this is the one that I'm going to use. So we're going to harvest a lot of different things today. We are going to start with parsley. And I have a couple different varieties of parsley. I have curly parsley and is that all I have? Let's see. Let's start with the curly parsley. So what I like to do is just take my shears, and my shears are clean, and I like to just cut it back. See that? I harvested all of that curly parsley. And parsley, y'all, is becoming one of my favorite herbs. So beautiful curly parsley right here. Let's put this in our basket. Oh, it smells good too. And let me grab all of the curly parsley. Here's some more right here. And then I got some flat leaf parsley. So this is Italian parsley right here. It's just a flat leaf versus a curly leaf. I'm going to harvest that too. I mix my parsley together when I'm drying it. Oh, here's some more curly. I usually harvest my herbs and dry them. I dry a little bit every year, but it usually takes about 2 years for me to get really low on everything. And so we will be drying a lot more this year. See, I almost messed up. That's cilantro. I'm not doing cilantro today. All right, I think that's it for now on the curly parsley anyway. And this is the only place where I have curly parsley. There are some other herbs over here that we're going to go ahead and harvest. If I had done the cilantro with this flat leaf parsley, I would have got it confused. So I'm glad that I didn't do that. I am going to also harvest, where is it? Where's my sage? There's my sage. I'm going to harvest a little bit of sage from here. And I have sage in a couple places in the garden, y'all. Smells good. And I'm going to do some oregano if I have enough. I may not have enough. There's a few sprigs of oregano, and I do mean just a few. I don't have enough time to worry about time today. Anyway, that's it from this container, but we're going to go to another area where I'm growing herbs as well. So let's head over there. So in this bed over here, I have a couple sprigs of oregano. You can't even see them over here. This is going on about 5 or 6 years, and this is my sage that comes back every year. I have chives right here, and then over here I got just a teeny little bit of thyme. The thyme, I'm going to let it continue doing what it needs to do. Chives, I really don't need chives right now. I still have a huge supply. I probably have 2 quarts of chives. I don't really use them that much, but we are going to take this sage right here today. And there's not enough oregano over here to even harvest at this point, but I'm going to let it keep trying to grow. But we're going to focus over here on sage. And all I'm going to do, and this is what I did at the beginning of the year, y'all. I just cut it back. I just reached down really low like that, and I cut it back because it was like way up here. And I'm going to grab a few sprigs of this. And we've gotten so much rain lately. It's giving them a nice little bath. Nice, beautiful leaves, y'all. They look good. They look really, really good. That's a good start for now. It's just super healthy. Love it. Now we are going to head over. See there? Here's what we got so far. I got a nice little batch of sage. Pretty nice sized batch of my parsley. One little sprig of oregano. Don't worry, I'm still going to take it in. I wish I had more, but I don't. But there's one other area with one other plant that we are going to go ahead and dry as well. And this one's new to me. So come on, let's go grab that one too. So we're at another one of my green stalks. In this green stalk, I have herbs across the bottom. In the bottom, I have chamomile right here. And my goal is to get flowers on these, take those flowers and use those flowers for teas and soaps and all kinds of good stuff. Chamomile has lots and lots of beneficial uses indoors. So I'm waiting for this to get flowers, and hopefully it does. I hope the space isn't too small. I also have rosemary that I started indoors. It's still too small to really do anything with. And I have lemon verbena. And this is what's new to me this year. I just found out that this is an actual herb. A lot of people use it in teas and soaps and other things. And so we are going to dry some lemon verbena for teas in the future. Y'all, it smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. And so I have, well, let me grab that little piece right there. And I have it growing in one other spot because I have 2 of everything in the bottom here. And there's my other spot right here. This is becoming one of my new favorite herbs. Didn't know anything about it until just about a month ago. I only got 2 plants, so I don't want to waste the opportunity. I don't want it to die. And then I'm like, oh, I wish I had taken some of those. All right, y'all, that's what we got. This is what we're going to work with today. The sage, the parsley, the verbena. That's it, right? Yeah, that's it. Those are the 3 herbs we are working with today. And from here, we're going to go indoors and finish this process. Okay, y'all, the next step in all of our herbs is to get them washed up nice and clean, which I have been doing. I just didn't have the camera on, but now the camera's on. But get them washed up nice and clean. Let me pour the last of this water off. So here is all of my beautiful smelling parsley. Here's the verbena. There's a few brown leaves in there. I've been trying to pick them out. But there's the verbena right there. The one thing that I noticed with the sage is that if you leave it sitting in water too long, the water turns a light golden brown. I don't know why, it just does. It doesn't hurt it in any way, but there it is, there's the sage. And now I'm gonna put it on my drying trays. Now I will be using my Excalibur dehydrator. I wish I had a freeze dryer. I don't have one, and I cannot justify buying one at this point in time. So we're going to have to use the dehydrator, and I have a 7-tray, here's a picture of it right here, Excalibur dehydrator. I've had it for years. Y'all, it does the job. I never have enough herbs to fill it all the way up, so I think we're in good shape. Now, a lot of times, y'all, I will take, like this right here is my sage. A lot of times I will take and get the stems off. If I'm lazy, I leave the stems on and then I take it off after it dries, because after it dries, you can just do like this, go shh, and pull the leaves right off the stem. And y'all, that's what I'm going to do today. I got ready to do it the right way, but instead I'm going to do it the lazy way today. The other thing I like to do, I almost forgot to do this step, but I like to put it in my salad spinner and spin as much water off as possible. That's going to speed up the drying time. I have a salad spinner here. It's from OXO. And y'all, I got it from Goodwill. I sure did. And I paid $3.99 for it. I sure did, right there, $3.99. But anyway, let me go ahead and spin this stuff dry. The drier it is, the faster it'll, dehydrate, right? Dehydration, removing the water, right? Look at all that water I got off of it. Imagine the dehydrator trying to work through that. But anyway, now I can do it the lazy way. And y'all, I will leave this stuff in my dehydrator for a week. Now, I won't run it for a week, but I'll leave it in there for a week until I got time to get back to it to do the next step. But for today, look at that. That's going to have to be good enough. I'm going to do the same thing for the other two. Oh man. Y'all, this verbena smells good. Oh my goodness. Y'all, how is it I just found verbena? How did I just find it? Oh my goodness. It smells amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and set that over here. And then the last, and my one little oregano, guess what, y'all? I'm gonna give it a tray all to itself. Boop, oregano. And now we will do the parsley. And remember, there's 2 different kinds of parsley in here, curly and Italian flat. For the parsley, there are some huge stems on here. I will go ahead and get rid of the big long stems. Now you can chop up those stems and you can use them as herbs as well. I don't like them. I don't like the big chunkiness of them. I prefer mostly leaves, but that is a good part of the parsley as well. So I'm hoping to get so much parsley that I don't have to worry about that kind of thing. And remember, we're going to just slide it right off once it gets fully dry. And dehydrated herbs, I'll just be honest with you, they don't taste as good as freeze-dried herbs. They're going to be brown in color. Freeze-dried herbs maintain their color mostly. So that's why I really want a freeze dryer, y'all. Now, let's go down to the Excalibur and get this loaded up. I keep the Excalibur dehydrator in the basement. Haven't always, but that's where it is now, making room for other things upstairs. So this is the top of it right here. And I already got it plugged up, and you see right here, it tells me what the temperature needs to be set to. For herbs, it's only 105 degrees. That's it. That's it. And it depends on what you're trying to dehydrate. You can dehydrate fruits, meat, jerky, all kinds of stuff. And yes, y'all, you can make yogurt in here as well. I'm not making yogurt in here. I got another process, but anyway, it is an option. So I got 4 trays, 5 trays. How many trays did I say this had? 7? Y'all, I miscounted. This is a 9-tray Excalibur, 9 trays. and each tray can get a little rack here, but I'm going to separate mine out to give more airflow in between the racks. The little fan is in the back, so let's get this loaded up. And our one little oregano, there you go, baby. You get your own tray. Look at that. Since it's only one of you, I'm going to put you fairly close. The verbena, I'm going to give it plenty of room, so I'm going to skip one. I'm just taking out the trays I'm not using. And this is what's going to take the longest right here, y'all, because I should have took the stems off, but I didn't. So there are my 4 trays. They're in there. We're putting the door on. And the door doesn't really fasten. It just leans to the top and kind of just lays there in place. But there it is, the Excalibur. Now we're going to turn it on to 105. Now it's going to need to run for probably about 24 hours. And if it's still not dry, a little longer, but I'll run it for about 24 hours. And if it's not dry, I'll just turn it off and leave it in here for up to a week to let it finish drying. I know it's contained. I don't have to worry about anything getting in it. I don't have to worry about it flying away. Y'all, I've left it in there for 2 or 3 weeks, just to be honest with you. But anyway, this particular model does not have a timer on it. So you have to remember to come and turn it off. That's one thing about this model. There are many different dehydrators out there. I'm not an affiliate, anything like that, but this is the one I have, and this is what we're dehydrating with. So thanks for hanging out with me today as I harvest a few herbs and start building that year supply of herbs, dried herbs, fresh herbs, just any kind of thing to keep me out of that grocery store. So until next time, and I hope there'll be a next time that you choose to hang out with me at Kim's Cozy Corner Garden. Talk to you soon. Bye.